anytime that you have the opportunity to go to one of the absolute cathedrals of college basketball, and that is what Assembly Hall is. You have Allen Fieldhouse, where the Kansas Jayhawks play, the Dean Dome, where North Carolina plays, Cameron Indoor, where Duke plays, and then Rupp Arena, where Kentucky plays, and you have Pauley's Pavilion, where UCLA plays, and then you got Assembly Hall, where Indiana plays. So really, really big opportunity for South Carolina. It looks like it's going to be a one-off game, so it does not appear to be a home and home where Indiana would come back to South Carolina. But as I said on Inside the Gamecocks earlier today, for Lamont Paris to schedule this game now, and look, this has probably been in the works for at least a couple of weeks. The announcement just came today, but it's such an opportunity for South Carolina to be on the national stage. And this is November 16th. It's a time when the entire world is watching college football, but at the same time, this is a game where you're going to have a lot of eyeballs just because it's Indiana. And for Lamont Paris to schedule this, I think he has to feel pretty good about his team. Looking at some other non-conference opponents on the men's side of things, South Carolina is going to play its annual game against Clemson, so that's an ACC team. And it's going to take part in the 2024 Fort Myers tip-off. And they'll play some combination of Michigan, Xavier, and Virginia Tech. And then adding on to Indiana, the Gamecocks are going to play a non-conference schedule that's going to give them plenty of Q1 and Q2 opportunity wins. This game against Indiana, as long as Indiana stays in the top 75, I think it's the top 50 in the net, that's going to be a Q1 game all season long, win or lose. Same thing with Clemson. I think Clemson's a home game this year, if I'm correct there. So, that'll be Clemson's will have to stay in the top 30 to make that a Q1 game. But Michigan, Xavier, and Virginia Tech just got to stay in the top 50 or 75 as well. And all those will be Q1 and Q2 games for the Gamecocks. And like I said on the show earlier today, the non-conference matters a lot, because as long as you don't crap the bed, you're not going to get penalized for, losing to Indiana or losing to Michigan or losing to Xavier or losing to Clemson. It's just, you're not going to get penalized. If you go 6-10 in the non-conference, or it's probably 13 games. So if you go, 6-7 in the non-conference, you got a lot of work to do in the SEC, but at the same time, if you go 6-7 in the non-con, you probably weren't that good of a team anyway to be considered for the NCAA tournament.